I think Elon Musk regrets what he did yesterday.
Why do you think that, Tim?
I understand the same.
Tim, why do you think that?
Because I talked to people inside Reform and some of the back channels that they're hearing.
What elements of what he's had to say do you suspect he regrets?
Well, there are elements in which his office are trying to make amends behind the scenes, and I don't want to say more than that. But the problem with Elon Musk is he tweets 20 tweets in an hour, and I think sometimes he's not always. You cannot tweet 20 times in an hour on a range of subjects and fully thought through all your positions. And sometimes I think he takes positions which he hasn't fully advanced.
Right. Okay. So
I'm not going to say what you're going to draw me in the way that you always do. I've said it probably enough, but I don't think anyone would be surprised to hear that sometimes after Elon Musk has tweeted, he wonders whether what he tweeted was wise.
Well, apparently in the last hour that may have been the case. He's retweeted Nigel Farage's comments in a video I've released in recent.
He's probably never going to tweet "I was wrong yesterday, I'm sorry," which is what he should do. But I think retweeting Nigel Farage is a sign that maybe he realises he probably shouldn't have said what he did yesterday. But it's over now. I think if Reform, I would say to Reform, don't take the money now, because imagine if this had happened and Reform had taken the money, and then he said, I think Nigel Farage is a disaster, I want my money back, and half of it had been spent.
Really?
Then that puts you in a very difficult position. So I think the Elon Musk Reform relationship is over.
Do you?
I think, well, if
or should be,
if
in
it
your
isn't,
view.
it should be, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been incredibly helpful. It would have been a game changer in lots of ways if Reform had had the 20. I don't think it would have been $100 million. It could have been $20 million. Proportionate,
as you said,
to Britain, to America. I think Musk gave $100 million to Trump. Well, he's not going to give the same to a country much smaller.
Well, he gave $250 million to Trump. But
did he? $250 million? Okay, you're more at speed than I am. But the money would have been a game changer, Reform, if the relationship was stable and strong, and Elon Musk wasn't the controversial character that he's increasingly become.
But you say if that 20 million or so comes along now, you say no, and thank you. Here's a big kiss, goodbye, and don't come back, Elon Musk.
I do not make decisions on this.
No, in your view.
But in my view, if Nigel Farage, Zia Youssef, the chairman of Reform, asked my opinion, I would say don't take it.
And is that view?
And that's a change of view.
Indeed, Tim. And is that view catching on?
Who knows, John?
What do you reckon?
I should think. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a view held at the top of Reform now.